Hey friends, Ash here with ScentSplit. Hope that you're doing well. Today, I'm going to be going over the new by Kilian release, Apple Brandy on the Rocks. Now, this is really going to be more of a first impression because I've only worn this a couple times, so this isn't really a full review or anything like that, just kind of my initial thoughts. And this bottle was sent to me by Kilian for review. So shout out by Kilian. Thanks for the bottle, appreciate it. And guess what? You're going to be seeing a whole lot about this. So yeah, sorry to just throw this into the pile. Show you guys the presentation, break it down for you as well, let you know what I think about it so far. Let's jump into it. So this one is going to run you $195. That's for this size bottle, which is the only size it comes in, 50 milliliters. Let's go ahead and check out the presentation really quickly, and then I'll talk about the fragrance a little bit. So here we've got a good look at the box. You've got the name of the house, name of the fragrance, size and concentration right there on the front. You've got the Kilian logo up top, nothing on the sides, nothing on the back. On the bottom, you've got your ingredients and your batch code. My batch code is A51. And here we've got a look at the bottle. It looks like a nice little whiskey glass. You got the name of the fragrance, name of the house right there on the front. You got the Kilian logo on top of the cap. It's got a really great design. The cap does just kind of spin freely there, and it's plastic, but it clicks into place. You've got the Kilian K on top of the atomizer, and then your batch code is going to be on the bottom of the bottle, etched in the glass. And let me go ahead and waste a couple sprays for you guys here. There we go. So this one is really being anticipated by a lot of people because this follows, to an extent, Apple Brandy, which is a release that Kilian did quite a while ago and has kind of a cult following nowadays, along with Single Malt. Single Malt is some good stuff, yeah. By Kilian Single Malt is probably my favorite by Kilian that I've ever smelled, ever. But Apple Brandy's up there too, it's good. So this one is not the exact same as the original Apple Brandy. Things have been switched up a little bit here. Essentially, they've tried to make it a little bit more, I guess you'd say, easily accessible. Not that the previous one was inaccessible, but they freshened things up a bit here. So when you very first spray this one on, you can smell it immediately. It is not one of those fragrances that has kind of an alcohol tinge to it where if you spray it on and smell it right away, it singes your nose hairs and just destroys your olfactory sense for a little period of time. This one's really smooth. You spray this on, you can smell it immediately. Just stick your nose right in it like you've got some serious personal issues and take a big whiff. And it smells initially like a fresh cut apple. Almost photorealistic. It is sick. It smells great. You got a little bit of pineapple in here as well that kind of creeps in within those first couple minutes. Nothing to do with the Ventus. I know that's such a stupid thing to have to say, but pineapple is one of the notes. So no, it's not related to Ventus at all. So you got that pineapple that comes in, kind of freshens things up a little bit. Again, a little bit of fruity sweetness, apple smelling pineapple vibe going on in the opening. You get some booziness that comes out, but it's not really a whole bunch. Now, there is one part of the fragrance that I don't really dig. And it is entirely possible that the longer I have this fragrance, the more I wear this fragrance, that I will no longer perceive it this way. But as it heads from the opening into the mid, there's this transitional period on my skin where when I smell the fragrance, I get this sort of, we'll call it after smell, where it lingers on your palate for just a second, like in the back of your nose almost, where it reminds me of something like a hairspray. And that is probably the worst possible way I could describe it. And I apologize for that. It does not smell like hairspray, but it leaves, like when you smell hairspray, okay, when you catch a big whiff of it and it lingers, you know, it stays for a beat longer than you feel like it should, and it kind of clings to like your nose hairs. That happens. And it's just for this transitional period from the opening into the mid, and it doesn't last long. And truthfully, if you're not sitting there going every 30 seconds, probably won't even notice it. Will other people notice it in the air? I would say absolutely not. But do I notice it when I stick my nose into my arm? Yeah, for like 5-10 minutes. Now, the reason I bring that up is because the rest of the fragrance I love, but there is just that one tiny part where I'm like, man, what is that and why is it bothering me? The opening, love it. Love it. Really fruity, really sweet, but still fresh and refreshing and bright. Very well done. Like I said, photorealistic apple initially with that pineapple coming in underneath with additional fruity sweetness. It's great. You get a little bit of a vanillic rum as it heads through the mid. After it settles, awesome. Love it. The dry down is a nice balance of fruit. The sweetness is kind of toned down at that point. You've got woodiness coming up, but it's like this modern ambroxany woody scent profile, kind of, I wouldn't say really amber woody, because it doesn't lean too far into that amberish side of some amber woody aroma chemicals will do. It does come across more just straight ambroxan with woods alongside it, and it smells really good. Yeah, nice balance of woods and sweetness and still residual freshness in the dry down, even though it's got booziness in the mid. As far as being unisex, masculine, feminine, I'd say straight up unisex. I think women can pull this off really easily. Guys can pull it off easily as well. Performance seems to be about average for me, but again, I've only worn it a couple times. It's not terrible, but it's not beast mode either. Seems to last for 5-6 hours or so. Projection good in the first hour. And this is a fragrance that's kind of interestingly one that's there and it's there and it's there, and you can pick it up even as it's sitting closer to your skin. And then all of a sudden it's not there anymore. At least that's been my experience so far. I've been, smelling it. I'm like, okay, yeah, it's there. Cool. Do whatever, 15, 20 minutes, smell it, it's there. Okay. And then at some point you go to smell it and you're like, where is it? Where'd it go? It's just one of those fragrances. It's like once its time is up, it punches the clock and it goes, all right, I'm out. I'll see you later. I've only worn it 2 times. Take this with a grain of salt, but that's what I've experienced so far. In terms of seasons, pretty versatile, honestly. Nearly year round. It's probably best suited for spring and fall, but it's not so heavy that you can't wear it in summer. I mean, if it's really hot, I probably wouldn't spray it on too much because it is really sweet. You don't want to go overload with the sweetness and cause people to have a headache that causes their head to explode. You don't want that. In wintertime, maybe you want something with a little more punch, but I think realistically, year round. Now, I do have a feeling that this is going to be a fragrance that grows on me more as time goes. I'll tell you why. First time I wore it, I was a little bit underwhelmed, especially when I picked up that kind of thing from the opening to the mid, but then the longer it stayed on my skin, the more I liked it. And then the second time that I wore it, I sprayed it on. I really liked the opening at that point. I was like, yeah, this is actually way better than I remember it from the first time. And as it dried down, I enjoyed it a little bit more too. So I would say if you get a sample of it, make sure you work through the whole thing. Might grow on you too. I would say tentatively sitting here today that Angel Share I like more. I think Angel Share overall is more my style of fragrance. I think it's really good. Angel Share, that's good. So for me, so far, Apple Brandy on the rocks. It's been growing on me. I do love the opening. I think the mid and the dry down is nice too. Got a transitional period that I'm still working through, but I'm not really digging. But again, that's just me being weird, smelling it close in the air. I doubt people pick that up. Oh, you know what? Let's do a giveaway. Yeah, this is new. So let's do a giveaway. I'll do a decant giveaway from this bottle to one of you guys. And I'll decant the other one as well. So the winner will get a decant of this. And then also the new one that came out with this, which is what? L'air Vert. How do you like that? Horrific pronunciation. Let's get it. L'air Vert by Kilian. So if you want to be entered in that giveaway, you got to like this video, you got to be subscribed to the channel, you got to leave a comment below, and what you have to say is which of the 4 fragrances in the By Kilian Liquors collection are you the most interested in? That's all you got to do. That's so easy. You can do it. About a week from now, I'll pick a winner via random comment picker posted up on the community tab of the YouTube channel. If you're the winner, reach out to me. Spray out some decants for you. I'll send them to you. You can try them. You can see if you like them. All right. That's going to do it for me. Again, this is just really, scratching the surface, first impressions. I'll be giving this some more wear, and I'll do a review down the road after I feel like I got a pretty good handle on it. All right, it's going to do it for me. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for your support. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you later.